Okay, I'm recording now for those that maybe have missed this. So first thing I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to basically just screen share with you because I'm going to go walk you through what you need to do to sign into Canvas. And once again, I see some other people coming in. Just so you're aware, this class is only for those students who are taking concurrent enrollment or thinking about it. Okay, so if you are thinking about taking concurrent enrollment, you'll be signing up through Dixie State University. This is the home page right here. So a lot of you guys have already signed up, have already gone through the process. If you're wanting to take concurrent enrollment, you don't see the record circle. Yeah, I'm not going to record it on the Blackboard Club. I'm recording it a different way. Thanks, though. So this is how you're going to log into your thing. So after you sign up, Miss Hymas walks you through the steps of how to sign up. You're going to go up to the top here, and then you'll go to Canvas. So this link right here. And what they do is student accesses the student functionality. Oh, anyways, it takes you to a login. And the login basically has a D number that you will receive, and you'll have a password that they'll give you to set up. Okay, so super simple. You're going to jump in, and you'll have what's called the dashboard. Oh, I don't know why it's doing this to me. Oh, because I'm in a test student. Let me go from the very beginning real quick. Sorry. Courses. So leave student view. Okay. Alright, I'm going to log out and log back in so you can kind of see how this works. And as I said before, a little caveat, I'm getting used to this too. So okay, so after you go to the home page, I'd probably save this up here, bookmark it. It'll give you a D number. This is my D number right here, and I have my password. And then you can log in to your Canvas account. On your Canvas account, I'm going to go to student mode in just a second. But you're going to have a dashboard, and at the bottom of that dashboard, you're going to have your courses. So if you're only taking one course and you're already a pro at this and already done it already, it's going to say just Financial 1750, and that is the college course that you'll have right there. Okay, now it will take you into this page, the home. You'll want to read through just these descriptions of what's required. There is no textbook. Well, there's a textbook that is required, but it's all online and it is free. Okay, so really the only cost that it has is that you have, yep, I like free too. The only cost you have is that $15 for the registration. Okay, so you have right there. Now, where you get into, I guess, the meat and potatoes or everything is your modules. That's this right here, the second one down from the home. And you're just going to start going through these modules. So good question. It says, does UVA help pay for college? The question, the $15 that it costs to be in the concurrent enrollment class, that is a no. Okay, it is already subsidized a lot. So if we were to look at tuition for Dixie State University, you're probably paying for this class about $750. Okay, but because you're still a high school student and you're doing it through your local high school, it is only $15 that it will cost you. And as I said, if you can't get the $15 right away, you can pay that like a month down the line or whatever. They just won't give you credit on your transcript until you pay that $15. Okay, but to sign up, to register or yeah, basically register for Dixie State, it is free. Okay. All right. Very good question though. Okay, so you just got a couple things here. You probably already know my information, but once again, my information is right here. I will just be using the utahvirtual.org email. Same thing if you need help. Live lessons, the same thing that I talked about in our Tuesday class. Okay. The next one is the syllabus. Okay, I just put this in there. A syllabus, some of you guys may not be familiar what a syllabus is. So a syllabus is basically a rubric or whatever for college courses. So when you start taking college courses like this one is, because it's that, this is an outline that has been specifically made for this college course. Okay, so you'll want to go through this. Most teachers go through it the first day. They talk about learning objectives, what you're going to be learning. This is part of the business school, this course. So it has the business objectives. But it has all of these that are tied to there. As I said, there is a required online textbook, but that is free. And we've actually just linked the Canvas right to that. Okay, so you're not going to have to look up pages or whatever, but there is readings that you'll have to do. Okay, you'll have quizzes that you'll be taking. You'll have some online discussions. Back to the quizzes real quick. These quizzes are the same ones that you're, the ones that are in the regular financial literacy class for UTVA that they're going to be taking. Okay, so basically the 3 videos they had in lesson 1, you'll be doing here on Canvas and taking those same exact quizzes. They're the exact same ones. Some other things that you will have as well is you'll have discussions and you'll have what they call a PFJ. A PFJ stands for Personal Finance Journal questions. And so there's questions that you will be asking certain people. Like one of the first assignments is asking somebody about certain aspects of their finances. Okay. There will be a final exam. It is weighted. That's 20% of your grade. So if you were to break down the course grades, you will have your personal finance journal, which is worth 20%, your quizzes, which are worth 20%, your individual assignments, which we'll be going over each week in this class. That's why it's important to come to this class for those that are taking concurrent enrollment. The other class on Tuesday will just be going over basically what's in those videos and quizzes. This one's going to go over what's in the personal finance journal and the individual assignments. Okay, and then your final exam is worth 20%. Okay, so that's basically the course breakdown. If you get below 60%, of course, an F. If you want to get a complete A, you are going to be at 93%. Very good question. I'll be letting you know about where to find the personal finance journals. Okay, and that I'll be going over that in a second. But that's only for the concurrent enrollment students. So if you're not enrolled in the concurrent enrollment class or going to, you don't have to worry about it because you can just do that through the online learning system at Utah Virtual. Okay. Okay, classroom rules and expectations. Some of this doesn't really apply because we're not actually in a classroom. But if you were in a college class, you would be expected to do these things. Another couple things is for accommodations. So in college, we do not. They do not have to abide by IEPs or anything like that. Okay. So basically, they have it's like that, but it's just called ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. So if you have disabilities, you can contact that office there and receive some accommodations. Academic integrity, so this is a big one that they really emphasize in college, is basically no plagiarism. Can anybody tell me what plagiarism is? In the chat real quick, what is plagiarism? I think I see a couple people writing, so I'll give you a second. Yep, taking someone else's work and claiming it as your own. Perfect. Basically copying somebody else's. So copying, pasting, that kind of stuff. Or not citing something as well. So if you find information somewhere, that's not your own idea. Okay, you need to take that and cite it and say, you know, from this website or from this book or journal article, I did this. Okay. So basically that is plagiarism. Good job. So you guys all know what that is. We do have basically a breakdown of what the week's topics are going to be like, the class schedule. And so basically this rolls over a 17-week period. So for those of you who, so if you're just taking the regular personal finance class, it's just a block. We end a couple weeks before Halloween, okay? This one, this class, this concurrent enrollment class, is going to go all the way until, I just pulled up the academic calendar on Dixie State. The last day for final exams is December 14th, okay? So you have a while to turn things in, okay? And I'm going to go to that calendar real quick. Okay, this calendar I'm going to be updating with your what you need to be doing, but the first day of class didn't start for us until the 20th, and so what's going to happen is everything's going to be due on Thursday. Okay, so I'm just going to say Thursday of the week we meet. So what I teach on the 23rd, you'll want to have done by the 30th. And we had a very good question there, said can we work ahead? The answer is yes, you can work ahead, but with the discussions, you may need to go back, and when your classmates are putting something, you may need to comment with your classmates, okay? So you may have to go back a little bit so you can get all the requirements for the discussions, okay? But all the quizzes, everything like that, assignments, I'm more than happy for you to do that. So I am giving you until, you know, to kind of look over till the 27th to look over the syllabus, and then all of basically lesson 1 will be due the 30th, okay? And I'm going to be updating this schedule so it looks better. All of these, don't worry about these ones right here. They're going to be moved. On the 6th, okay, so let me just move over to this. So basically the 6th is going to be when lesson 2 is due, okay? And so on, the 13th, 20th. And as I said, I apologize, this is not organized yet. It's my first time using Canvas, and I will get it in there. But next time we meet, next Thursday, okay, we will, you should be almost done with this, with everything in lesson 1, which I'll go over in a second, and be ready to learn about what's in lesson 2, okay? Any questions on that? And as I said, the last day is December 14th. You have to have all your work handed in by the 14th and your final exam completed. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's keep going over the syllabus real quick. Individual assignments. You guys can read through all of this stuff. If you need help for college, so we had a good question about, will UTVA help? Let me answer this other question, because is all the workload for all the lessons and it's only due dates that are funky? Yep, only due dates are funky. I have some of them that are not published yet. the assignments, but I will go through and publish all of them today, okay? So more of those individual assignments. But yes, the due dates are funky, and I will be taking care of those in the next couple days. Good question. Very good. Okay, so paying for college. One thing is they have what's called FAFSA. It's Federal Administration, blah, blah, blah. It's how you get student loans and grants and ways to pay for college. So right now it's super cheap for you to take concurrent enrollment classes or possibly AP classes. But if you do need that assistance, you can complete a FAFSA form online, and that's something we'll actually be going over in this class, is how to do that, do a FAFSA form. But if so, when you actually get out of high school, you can pay for college. Okay. All right, let's go over to the back to the modules. Okay, so you're at course modules right here, and this will be what's in your first lesson. Okay, and am I in student view now? I don't think I'm in student view. Let me go to student view real quick. So you're going to be seeing the same thing because this is the teacher view. Okay, so this is what you'll be seeing on the student view right here. It will look exactly like this. So modules, so you have modules, syllabus, discussions, grades, the people, quizzes, and chat. Okay. So in modules, this is for lesson 1. So module 1 is basically lesson 1. And the information that's in here will be due on Thursday next week by midnight. Okay. And I'm going to be honest, for the first couple weeks, I will be flexible with your due dates as we're trying to learn the system, and I'm trying to learn the system as well. So if you don't get it exactly in there or something is a little bit off, please let me know so I can go and fix that and work through it. So I'm just going to click on the first module. You're just going to go through these different videos, okay? So these are the videos that I spoke about that they're going to be watching in the other classes, okay? And what's nice is when you start here, so you can come right here, watch the video, which is 2 to 3 minutes long, and I've already explained that in Tuesday's class. And then you'll have your quiz here, and you go take quiz, okay? You take it. This one's 5 questions, worth 5 points. Okay, then you'd go on to the next one. You have another video, and so you can just kind of click through these, so it's really nice. So you have the 3 videos that give you that basic background knowledge that you need, okay? And that's what the class, just the UTVA class is doing. But the concurrent enrollment, this is going to be starting when I come up here. So you watch those 3 videos. This is going to be starting where you guys have your little extra work to get your college credit, okay? So your learning objective, you'll need to read through these. List individual factors and strong influences in financial thinking. So this is what you want to learn out of it. So you'll read through this. You'll talk about family structure, marital status, and what dependence. So what would dependence be? Does anybody know? Or to say the word dependence, what would... It's kind of a weird word. Children, right? So children, or anybody that's relying on you for income, okay? So right now, most of you are probably dependents of your parents, okay? You got to think about other things like health, okay? So a lot of things is about health insurance. What if you don't have health insurance and you break a bone? Well, then you owe $12,000 to the thing, okay? Career choices, okay? So career choices is a big thing that you want to think of. If you don't go to college, okay, and I think some of you guys are concurrent enrollment or thinking about concurrent enrollment, know that in career choices, the higher education you have, the more money you're going to make, okay? So unless you work like dangerous jobs like Deadliest Catch or something like that, but then you're risking your life, right? And do you really want to do that? So you got to think about these different things, okay? Age, what you're thinking of, lifestyle in different age ranges, when you want to retire, okay? So you're going to think about these different things. You'll look at these different websites, like down here. This one's a good one because it says like salary and benefits. So I'm clicking on this. It's thinking. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I need to fix that link. I apologize. I will get that. But you'll read these things and kind of take those takeaways. Okay, so that's basically what the book is, and your reading assignments is what's in here. So this is basically your free book that's online. So you do that bit of reading, and then you will have what's your personal finance journal. Okay, so as you see right here, what you'll do is you'll put submit assignment. As you see, it doesn't have a due date on it, but I'm going to put that due date here shortly. But it says, continue your personal finance journal by describing micro factors such as your present family structure, health, career choices, and individual things. So you want to write those things. After watching the videos of the following, okay, and these are the videos you've already watched previously and took those quizzes on them, you're going to write in here in the text box. So let's just kind of open that up and see what it looks like real quick. Or I'll just go submit assignment. So you can either do a couple things. You can upload a file, so you can use a Word document, do it. You can do a text box and just write in here. I think that may be the easiest. Okay. You can do it on Google Drive if you'd like. If you use Dropbox, Office 365, it gives you all those options, okay? So upload a file, do that, and then that will submit it into me for grading, okay? So after you do that, you just click to the next one. Oops. Okay, so any questions on that so far? We're just going through kind of the first lesson, what you need to do on there. Any questions on the personal finance journal? So you'll be doing one of these for each lesson. Personal finance journal, I am thinking you need to write a good 2 paragraphs. Okay? So a good 2 paragraphs on your personal finance journal. For those that just came in, this class is only for concurrent enrollment. Or if you're thinking about doing concurrent enrollment. So if you're not thinking about doing concurrent enrollment, you can take off. Okay, your next thing in the lesson is what's called the life or stages of life assignment. So begin keeping a written record and observation insight about your financial thinking and behavior. In the process, consider how information in the text specifically relates to observations and insights. While reading this chapter, identify and describe your current stage of life. How does your current age or life stage affect your financial thinking and behavior? Okay. Yes, this is only for concurrent enrollment, or if you're thinking to enroll in concurrent enrollment. And if you're thinking about enrolling in concurrent enrollment, you probably want to do it by probably Monday of next week. If not, you can take off. Okay? Yep. To the extent of what does financial thinking anticipate your next stage of life? What financial goals have you set? Have you a current experience and information in planning your future? So on here, what you want to do, this is going to be the same thing, a text box where you're going to write and submit the assignment. You're going to start thinking about where you are right now. Think about how much money you have in the bank currently for yourself. Think about what are you going to use that money for, right? Are you going to use that money for college or a vacation or just buying stuff? How are you going to be independent? How are you going to move out of your parents' house? How are you going to provide food? How are you going to provide shelter? Okay? And start thinking about that. If you don't have any money in your bank account, or you don't even have a bank account, you got to start thinking of that, okay? So start thinking about it, and you're keeping just an idea of your life stages, okay? So where you are now, and where you want to be in your next life stage. So right now you're in high school, okay? Your next stage is going to be young adulthood, going off to college, being independent. How are you going to get there? What are you going to have to do? You're going to have to get employment, right? You're going to have to get some education or training so that employment you can increase how much you make, okay? So that's what you need to write there. So a good 1 to 2 paragraphs on there. And what I mean by, if I said 1 paragraph, you're at least 6 to 8 sentences, okay? All right, the next thing is ask someone handling finances at 18. So ask an adult or other member of your family how they handle finances when they were 18. So that's starting to be around your age. If you're not 18, you're probably going to be 18 pretty soon. What did they do? Did they budget? Did they make any financial decisions they wish they hadn't? Okay. And then you need to write just a 1 paragraph response of your discussion, okay? So pretty easy. You're just basically interviewing somebody. You're saying, hey, when you were 18 years old, what did you do? Were you working? And were you still living at home? Or how does that work? Okay. All right. And so that basically reviews Module 1 of what you should be going over and what you should have learned. And that takes us to Module 2. Okay. So Module 1, that's what we just went over today. Okay, so you basically have the 3 videos, the quizzes, the reading that you need to do, your personal finance journal, your life stage assignment, and ask someone how they handled your interview. Okay? Yep, Module 1 will be due next Thursday. Correct. Next Thursday. So that gives you a week to do it. Yep, so it is a little more work than the regular personal finance class, but it's a college class too, right? This is what you would be doing in college. It's the exact curriculum that they have at Dixie State. So if you are thinking about taking concurrent enrollment, once again, email jhymus at Utah Virtual. Okay, I just put her email in the chat. And tell her you want to enroll, and she will walk you through the process of enrolling. As I said, the cost is $15. There's no cost for a book. There's actually no minimum GPA, but if you're not getting at least above a 2.5 GPA in your high school classes, you probably don't want to take this class. Okay, $15 does not need to be paid up right now. The way this class works, yeah, this is a concurrent enrollment, okay? So how that works is it's going to go on, it would go on your transcript. It's not too bad for cheap college credits. Nope. It's really cheap, okay? So this class on Thursday for personal finance, it's only my concurrent enrollment students that are in it, that need to attend this live class. If you're just in my regular class, that's just a block, you'll need to come to Tuesday and we just go over, you basically have some of the same curriculum, you just watch the videos and take the quizzes, and that's your things. But this one has the personal finance journal, the other assignments, and the interview for this week. Okay. All right. So basically that's our class. We have no exit tickets, nothing like that. And basically the class each week is just going to be going through what the next week is like. As I said, I'm sorry that the calendar is not set up, the due dates aren't set up correctly yet, but I will be going in there and changing those shortly, so you'll see them there. If you are in the concurrent enrollment class and have not haven't been able to log in, once again, email Miss Hymas, and she'll help you with that. Okay. All right. Any other questions? I have college classes, but nothing about finance. Do I need to take this or just the regular one? So Emmanuel, good question. If you want to take this, this will give you 3 credits towards a college degree, and it gives you your general financial literacy credit towards graduation. Most classes at the university, this is what's called a general class, and you have to take so many classes like in the social science, in art, in science, in math, that kind of stuff, to get your what's called your associate's degree, which is your 2-year degree. So this would count towards that. So it's really up to you if you would like to take this this course. Okay. So you just want to make your decision, talk it over with your parents or whatever, and then you can email jhymas@utahvirtual.org, and she will walk you through the process of, if you haven't enrolled in Dixie State, it's free to do so, and then she can help you enroll into this class. And it's $15 for the 3 credit course, $5 a credit, but you don't have to pay it right up front. You could pay it, if you need to save up a little bit. All right, any other questions? If not, you guys can start coming out or leave if you like. I will stop. I'm going to stop the recording now.